Can Disney bounce back? Well, last year was the biggest shit year for Disney. And can you really blame them? Disney last year had the biggest ass kicking you would ever see from anybody. And I mean anybody in any company. But can Disney bounce back? Can Disney for once bounce back and try to do a story? Well, actually no, try to make movies and product without saying, oh, this side it sucks, or this side it sucks, or saying, or just this whole woke ideology. I'm sorry, I know a lot of people think I really hate this whole wokeness. But yeah, but seeing Force Awakens, I mean, I liked Force Awakens, to be honest. And seeing a couple of movies they've now done, seeing how some of the movies that they've been doing and allowing the LGBT characters be more of a thing. And now, actually watching Super Mario Brothers the movie and now having the Blu-ray of it, why not just tell a story that you don't need to do with this whole, you know, woke or politic thing that you have to keep doing all the time? And why not just tell a story? The reason why Super Mario Brothers did so well, and I don't care about Rotten Tomatoes, I don't care what they say, they can kiss my black ass. All I'm just saying is, why is this bad? Why is it getting so many bad reviews from critics? And why is the audience score a lot better on Rotten Tomatoes? But yeah, for once, Super Mario Bros. The movie actually told a story that's similar to the Mario Brothers, you know, storyline. Like, why is that bad? Why is that bad? And also with the whole thing with Super Mario Brothers, the movie, with Chris Pratt, Charlie Day, the future Furiosa that I'm going to be hopefully seeing pretty soon, and just several other things, and Jack Black as Bowser. And yet some people like John Leguizamo is complaining, oh, it's not too diverse. So wait. People thought about the Bob Hoskins one, they went more diversely. So wait, you want two Italian plumbers being played by a British guy and a Latino. That's more diverse? Anyways. But either way, all I'm just trying to say is, the reason why Super Mario Bros. The movie did so well, because you listen to the fans! Now, I'm not saying Disney's not listening to their fans, but the way what I'm saying is, it sounds like you guys just care about, oh, if you're a male, or if you're a white male, you suck, you have to be, you know, the butt of every joke, or you have to be, you know, the number one person that has to be joked about in this, you know, movie or show or whatever. Or, oh, if you're black, you're either the main character or a useless main character. Or, oh, if you're Hispanic, well, that's fine, you're cool. Or if you're Asian, oh, that's fine, you're cool. Or, oh, if you're Middle East, then, oh, that's fine, you're cool. We don't have to make you dumber or anything. You know, it's like, yeah, but I'm not against that. I'm not against all races being the perfectly main leads. I'm actually cool with that. But the fact that what you're doing is just basically saying, I mean, just several things you just gotten rid of from Disney. Now you're trying to bring disclaimers for movies like Aristocrats. Dumb movie, not my favorite Disney movie of all time, but I mean, it was a movie you made back in the 70s. Yeah. And yes, some Disney films have gotten rid of some adult content. If you were to go to Disney Plus, if you were to see the scene in frickin' what's it called? Fantasia, where it goes to the Chutterbog scene, or in other words, the devil scene. Like the scene where they show actual lady titties, yeah, they probably censor that already, or probably Rescuers, the first film where thanks to Nostalgia Critic, I have this to thank for him for this because, well, Doug Walker, I do have him to thank for this. There's a naked lady shown in one of the scenes, which, having the Blu-ray of The Rescuers, they actually deleted that. Yeah. And just several other things Disney wants to get rid of. I guess in some things they don't want kids to see violence or too much adult content. But to be fair, yeah, that's true. But what I'm just saying is Disney just really likes sounding like they want to get rid of the past so bad. Why? Well, I don't really blame them for this. But one thing from Fantasia that you probably can look it up, the black, one of the characters being a stereotypic black character in... Yeah, I guess I would censor that also. It being a stereotypical black character in a movie, basically. But still, I just think Disney just sounds like, oh, we're ashamed of the past. We are totally ashamed of what we did in the past. And we want to make up for it. And the way it sounds like, they like to shit on the one person who even made this company in the first place. Who that one person is? Walt Disney himself. Yeah. You can probably hear from several studio execs or people who worked with Disney in the past saying that, yeah, we want to shit on Disney even more by saying, well, I mean, there's a lot of things that you could probably say that's been going on. Like, they don't like the fact that we had an all white male character lead. And to be fair, what they've done to Star Wars, like I said, Force Awakens I don't hate. Rogue One I don't hate. And I think Rogue One and Force Awakens, they're actually the lesser of evil of the groups of the Star Wars universe. Or should I say the Disney Star Wars universe. But I'm not kidding. People are really leaning over the Disney Star Wars or Disney Lucasfilm. And like I said when I made my video last year about how people now say they like the prequels. But yeah, I wasn't kidding. Look what people are now doing now. They now say they now prefer Crystal Skull. I told you that was going to happen. I 100% told you that was going to happen. And lo and behold, it happened. And lo and behold, Disney now made us appreciate Crystal Skull. So yeah, we now appreciate the Nuke the Fridge. We now appreciate Shia LaBeouf. We now appreciate, my God, the ending for Crystal Skull for once. But you know, I was right about that, so I'm not gonna gush about it too much. But I am gonna tell you this. There's really more talk about them making another Disney Star Wars movie. All I can just tell you, I don't care. Disney, you can go ahead and make your next Disney Star Wars thing in theaters or Disney Plus, because I don't care. But what was the whole point of this video? Can Disney bounce back? Can Disney make more better stuff without hammering identity politics in their movies and shows? To be fair, Disney has been in this rut before. And yeah, they've been in this rut before. When they were in the golden years, what happened? World War II, and they were making very little less movies and more shorts in movies, basically. So they weren't making a lot of feature films when World War II started. But they were making a lot of parody films of Donald being a Nazi Yeah, that's real, guys. It's super real. But then came 1950s. They came out with, Cinderella. Then another rut came. Walt Disney died back in 1966. Then during that time, hard times for Disney films during that time. Some films were a hit. They were alright. Then now it's proven that some of them weren't doing as best as Disney was kind of hoping. But either way, what happened then? Well, later in the 80s, like everybody has said, Black Cauldron, several other films in the Disney films. Now, yeah, there were some good ones, like Oliver and Company, and also Great Mouse Detective. Then comes The Little Mermaid, bringing Disney back to its roots, giving all the legendary great films we've seen when we were kids back in the 90s. We got Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, Lion King, Pocahontas, Hunchback and all the rest of them, Mulan, Tarzan, Hercules. And then later comes the 2000s, yeah, same thing. They were in a rut again, and apparently in comes, them buying Marvel, them coming up with The Princess and the Frog, Tango, Frozen, and several other films, and just several other things that just got them back, back on track. Then came 2023. Now they're battling the rock again. But yes, some people have said, yes, Disney can probably bounce back. You could just try to, tell a story instead of, pandering to us or giving us the Panderverse. See? South Park. But yeah, other Disney films I'm just not too excited for. Inside Out 2, I don't know about that. They said they're going to make Moana 2. I don't care about that. And just several other things that are going to come out later. All I can say to you is, if I have time to look at the trailers, it was something I'm interested in. Zootopia. They're talking about making a Zootopia 2. That's something I should be excited for. Why? Because I love Zootopia. You guys know this about me. I have this thing for foxes. This extreme love I have for foxes. Yeah. So I'm excited. Maybe I'm a little excited. Maybe I might want, if I do see the first trailer of Zootopia 2, I'll give it a watch. Yeah, I'll give it a watch. But if it has the same creative style that the first one did, I'll give it a watch. But other things I'm more excited for Disney, that's probably wasn't really theirs in the first place, is Deadpool 3. Wolverine in the actual yellow jumpsuit. That was my favorite joke in the first X-Men movie. We actually go outside in these things? But what would you prefer? Yellow jumpsuits? Either way, Disney, I can't say you're done. Heck, maybe if Elon Musk does buy you, you're pretty much screwed, or I don't know if you're screwed on that one, but all I can just tell you, Disney, I'm not going to tell you that you suck now, but if you've been in this position before a few times, so either way, you can get yourself out of this, and you can find a way to get yourself out of this completely. That's all I can basically say for Disney. Now, an announcement I'm going to mention. I have some good news. I have some somewhat not too bad news. So I'll start with the not too much bad news. The bad news is for my film that I said I was going to release at a film festival. Unfortunately, I am not going to release it at a film festival because I don't have a distributor. Those of you who don't know what a distributor is, I don't have someone to make product placement of my, project or make materials like action figures or models or stuff like that, or practically posters. Now I can create posters, which I can, but unfortunately it's got to be something that's a producer can actually produce into a thing. Now I did show you my script, but I didn't show it to a producer, but I wanted to see if I could do it myself. Filmfreeway.com, but unfortunately it's kind of might include one other thing that I probably did mention, but unfortunately I'm not going to go into that. But this is a film I feel like I want to release onto YouTube. We'll show you guys how I've improved in my filmmaking style, and believe it or not, I think I've put a few things together in this project. Now the good news is you're going to see this project on YouTube. Yeah. That's the good news. You're going to see this project on YouTube. And for other things I'm going to mention, you're going to get a commentary on the film. And also a commentary on my other films recently. So that includes Mega Power Fighter, Blue Avenger, Star Ranger. You're going to get a different type of commentary that you haven't gotten from me for quite a while. And it's a commentary I'm actually getting a reference from people who stream or people who do those Twitch videos on their channel, basically. So, so with that being said, you're going to get some good stuff from me this year. And with that being said, Vertical Spy outro. And the trailer will be this Monday.
Yo, Steve Bloom here, voice of Spike Spiegel. Remember to subscribe and get vertical.